So today I will be discussing on the topic riveted joints. So we all seen rivets in everyday life. I mean, in bridges, different structures. Rivets are not common these days. It is used in. It's mainly used in the earlier period before this nut and bolt. But nowadays it's not quite common. Rivets are not quite common, but even though they are used in some special structures where the modern things cannot be applied. So let's discuss about the detail on different parts of rivet and how does it work. So uh, so rivet is basically a cylindrical body. As you can see, this is a figure. Uh, this is uh, this is the picture of the rivet before inserting into a plate. So it will be having an head. You can see it's a semi circle formula or hemisphere. Okay, we have a head, and then it has a body or shank, and it's followed by a tapered tail. Okay, so it's a cylindrical body having head at one end and the shank at the other end. So the purpose of the rivet is to join together two plates permanently. Like it's used to, as you can see, these are placed in between two plates to join permanently. It's unlike the nut and bolt. You cannot simply unscrew it. This is a permanent process. Okay, plates to be joined by the rivet is the hole. So we have to um, make holes in the two plates in order to insert the rivet. So that hole is done or drilled by drilling. Okay, so the rivet is then inserted into the holes and held firmly by a backup bar. So we will be holding the rivets into the lab two holes by a backup bar while protruding at even adequate mechanical force. So this will be the shape. Suppose this will be inserting like this, but this other end it is uh, it is made into same shape of the head by using a mechanical force. Okay, so as you can see, it's the initial structure or figure of the rivet. After inserting, it would be something like this. So both end will be like a same rotating hemispherical end, and the other part, the tail part, is made to same like the head by using a mechanical force. Okay, that mechanical force can be hydraulic, it could be pneumatic or steam power. Okay, so these are the different ways or the methodology or the way in which a rivet is inserted into two plates. So based on I mean the nature or the working environment, could be hot driving or cold driving. So cold driving is always you have heard in metallurgy, cold working, hot working. So cold working anywhere it's cold working, that means ambient temperature. It's a normal case. Okay, so cold driving or cultivating is done at ambient temperature, normal atmosphere temperature. You are not using a much higher heat or temperature, just normal condition, and it does not require any heat at the shank part of the river. You won't be needing any heat at this shank part in order to apply this mechanical force. Okay, so but in hot driving case, you will be using a very in red hot condition. So in red hot condition, you can simply twist and turn to make into and protruding and at the tail part. So it could be hot driving and cold driving based on the applications. Again, the places which we are using. Okay, there are different applications. You can see these are used in pressure vessels. If you see in boilers or pressure vessels, we'll be seeing some. You can see some floating part all over it. We'll be seeing only the head part. Okay, in the only the head part will be seen on the boilers and visible. Okay, all other will be in inside. So this part will be only visible at the outside. So it's used in pressure vessels, boilers, roof truss, bridges. Okay, but most commonly it was used in the back then. It was just used I mean riveting as major uh, accessory for um, holding the two trusses. Okay, that was the main thing before this nut and screw method or various modern techniques came. Before that, rivets are mainly used in bridges, and nowadays it's used in ship hulls and aircraft structures. Still, rivets are used in some of the structures in this modern time. Uh, they are not replaced by the modern techniques. Still, most of the place servers are using. Okay, so this is all about what is a rivet and the various uh, process or method in which that is done in between two plates. As you can see, this is we have two plates. This is original head. By means this part is there. We'll be having shank part, and this is initially at the shepherd. Can see it's tapered end. This tail. We have a die which is having a shape of the other head. Okay, so that's our aim. We should we want to obtain the same protruding end just like the original head. So using this die, by using any of these form of mechanical force, hydraulic, pneumatic, or steam power, you will be making it like just like this. Okay, so the both end will look the same. Uh, but initially there was not the same structure. Initially, this is what a rivet. This is the actual structure of rivet. After applying the force, it would become something like this. Okay.